Good morning. We are continuing our meditations on the sacred masculine. And yesterday I addressed in the video some reasons why men are out of touch with their own spirituality and mysticism. And I addressed that in the essay for today too. And there are more issues at stake here, because truth is that patriarchy has rendered men and boys to become quite dangerous, where aggression becomes a dominant virtue. Not just aggression toward others, but aggression toward oneself. A recent study found that in America, boys commit 86% of all adolescent suicides, 86%. And just recently I heard that the suicides among ex-servicemen have broken all records these past 2 years. Joan Ryan, who's mother of a boy and a columnist, wrote an article about the struggle of boys and men today. And she said, not a single email, phone call, or letter about the column mentioned the striking statistic that 86% of adolescent suicides were boys. She said, if this were girls, there would be a national commission to find out why. There'd be front page stories on Oprah shows and nonprofit foundations throwing money at sociologists and psychologists to study female self-destruction. My feminist sisters and I would be asking, rightly, what's wrong with a culture that drives girls much more than boys to take their own lives? So why aren't we asking what's wrong with a culture that drives boys much more than girls to take their own lives? So where is the moral outrage? Where is the anger in face of these scary statistics? And of course, 99% of those people in America who commit group killings are male, most of them young men. She thinks that it has a lot to do with that shame and aggression does not have a proper outlet for boys and for men. Again, it's part of that whole philosophy of boys not crying, of men keeping their deepest feelings inside. And then they come around and explode. They explode in terms of suicide, self-hatred, and killing and aggression, or they explode toward groups of people. So the question of recovering the spirituality of man, the mysticism that we all are capable of, is not an abstract question. It's not a question about why aren't men in church. It's a question that goes much deeper and cuts across many of the realities of our culture today, that recovering the sacred masculine, bringing alive that mystic inside men as well as women. All this is about saving ourselves and saving the culture. And it's also about redirecting from a patriarchal version of masculinity that Adrian Ritz says teaches fatalistic self-hatred. It's fatalistic self-hatred. And it is this fatalistic self-hatred that we have to address in a deep way, in a positive way, to show the alternatives to patriarchal's version of what is male and masculine, and come through with a deeper and more workable and more joyful understanding of what it is to be a man at this special time in history when we need all the spiritual warriors we can get. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.